So the market has opened right now. So yes, it's okay. As promised, let's quickly get back and see what's going on. The market has opened, so let's uncheck this pre-market. We are in the main thing right now. Everybody is available. Everybody can now access the market and buy and sell. So let's look at Progenity for and see what's going on there. PROG. Okay, Progenity up 10 point. Okay, it has departed. It has suddenly now taken off, added some 2% on subtraction, and is moving strongly overbought right now. Everything's overbought. RSI is overbought. You know, this is the 1 minute live model. This is what's going on right now live. 387,000. We're talking about the volumes. 412,000, 431,000, 500, 648,000. It's increasing. 799,000. 1 million people are lumping in money and throwing money at Progenity. It is just departing, and you know, has left this stratosphere, I believe. 1.2 million, 1.315 million. The volume is astronomical right now. RSI very strong, momentum very strong. Name it, it's got it right now. Progenity is on the move. Volume is escaping and mounting on itself. People are forcing out sellers. This is no country for sellers right now. Progenity is no country for sellers. The buyers have just muscled them out. There's no room for them, but it's cooling off a bit. A few, maybe some of those early birds that got involved in pre-market may be taking their money out, but those who didn't get involved are probably watching. If they are willing enough, they can send this stock even higher than it has gotten. Yes, Progenity. Still pulling back, but not even okay, just slightly above its volume weighted average price right now. Momentum is still very strong based on the 14 period slow stochastic oscillator. The fast line is okay, just cool off a bit, crossed its slow line. There's no an indication it's cooling off. RSI is still strong in overbought territory. Is it going to continue to push up? It's cooling off now. Progenity up 10 point, or rather 9.9% in this pre-market, in this session of the 18th of October 2021. There might be some news out there, but we haven't found out. So it's cooling off now. Cooling off. I mean, this is expected. It's got into the oversold territory, and you would expect that this is what's going to happen. Probably some more muscular sellers got involved and just knocked off a few buyers who were there, who weren't holding the ground very well, but it's still holding out at $2.36 right now. And I think some of the buyers are still there, or are still trying to come in, and flush out those sellers. You can see it's there. They're coming in. You can see that pushing up now, 12.14%, pushing up. Okay, the highest it has reached so far is about 2.411. It's pushing up, Progenity pushing up, challenging, and yes, it has departed again, broken to a new level in this session. 13.08%. This is a new high for this session. A new high, and extending 13.55. They are fighting here, man, on their way to the moon. The sellers are trying to get involved. They are knocking them off, sending them down to earth. This is no country for sellers. This is all country for those who want to go to the moon. PROG stock extending and making sure the sellers don't come in here. But sellers are still finding their way, and they're still there. They're still, still relevant. They have very sharp implements, and they are slashing out sellers who are not convinced. So they're slashing out buyers who are not convinced. They're making sure they don't come in. It's a brutal assault, but there's every chance this stock will go up there. It's optionable. Yes, we need more likes. We need more likes. Let's get going. 12.85% is the gain at the moment. Strongly bullish. Everything is totally overbought right now. Totally overbought. And those who are there, I think not very many of them want to sell. They're not selling right now. The borrowers and short sellers have to go and find it elsewhere. But indeed, yes, there are sellers who are standing by the door that can easily open and fall out. And yeah, I believe they're called them paper hands. But Progenity up 12.85, still higher than this. Is still the highest it has reached in this session of the 18th of October. Still the highest. Still early days in this session. Still early days. Trading okay, cooling off now. Cooling off. It's gonna fall right on top of its fallen weighted average price. Has just fallen on top of it now. But at the same time, by doing so, it also creates an opportunity, because some quants and indeed some humans believe that anytime the stock has broken below its volume weighted average price, it's an indication that yes, it has cooled off a bit, which is trading at a discount. Maybe I might get involved. So you never know, they may still come in and push it up again, and even further than it has ever gone. Progenity up 11.5%. Yes, the fight is on. The onslaught is on. It's strongly bullish. The resolve is to take the stock higher, stock higher and higher. That is what we are seeing here. Cool off below its 10-day, so its volume weighted average price, but it's still holding up and even trying to even go higher. The gain is now 11.92%. It's totally overbought right now. So let's have a look at the daily model and see what's going on there. We have been looking at the 1 minute model. So while we are at it, it's pulling off. It's cooling down a bit. So let's look at the daily model. A much more bigger picture, but not exactly what's totally going on right now. Let's look at this daily model. Okay, that's the daily model. The underlying trend for the stock is a bearish one. Okay, on the daily model, it's resting just on its weighted average price. So, and it's also overbought. So at the same time, the RSI and the 14 period slow stochastic oscillators, they're all overbought. So you have to bear that in mind. There's every chance you might retrace. There's a tendency. There's a risk that it will pull back. because it's overbought right now. But at the same time as well, we can see on this daily model, it is not trading at a premium. It is just where the volume weighted average price. So it's a good price. It's a good price. It's a good price, even though it could be better. If it were lower, then it could be better. But you know, this is not all. This is not. It's not the total picture. You know, it's just one of the many pictures. So. Getting support now from the 10-day moving average because of the time decay now, because of the fact that it's been consolidating. The 10-day moving average has caught up with it. It's now trading below that 10-day moving average, and also below the volume weighted average price. But momentum is still indicating it's still overbought. RSI is still holding up at 74. Still overbought conditions, but in a cooled off state within that territory. So we're looking at volumes. Before we were looking at millions of shares going in. Right now we're looking at 105,000, 109, 110,000, 121,000. You know, I think some of them are. I think they are probably mostly buy volumes. 229, 265,000, 279,000, 281,000, 282,000. This is what's going on right now. I mean, live right now for PROG. It has escaped now again. This is a new high for this session, 13.56%. Volumes are approaching 1 million, 1.53, 1.76, 1.1, 1.25 million. It's they have made sure that those sellers who are on board the ship are not going to do anything. They're just making sure they're going to remain impotent right now. That's what we're seeing. Okay, but volumes are dropping. Volumes are dropping right now, but still overbought. Still overbought right now. Still overbought. It's still at the highest for this session. Still okay, just has cooled off from the highest of this session right now. But obviously this is the 1 minute model, so what it's going to print out is not what it's going to print out in other models. The daily model may not even reflect this sort of things because it's a bigger picture, and the 5 minute model may not reflect what we're looking at right now. So the gain is now 13.09%, challenging that that high of this session. So I think the interest is there, the conviction is there to continue to push the stock up. So that's what we are looking at right now. I can imagine on the options, things are improving. You know, market makers are scrambling and are hedging, and they could also be involved. They could also be some of the folks who are pushing the volumes up. You can see the volumes are increasing now. 433,000. Okay, 535, 544, pushing up and pushing up. It's at a new high for this session. We have 5 likes over there. Let's make it 6 and let's get going. You can see the gain is now 14.41% and extending. New high for this session and extending. Volume is increasing again, 738,000, 764,000, 815,000, 834,000. It's increasing. This is no country, this is no spaceship for sellers. Buyers are making sure they are not coming in here. So the market is 14 minutes old right now. 178,000. Okay, when a volume drops, it's usually a tendency that a likelihood that sellers are involved. 525,000. It's pulling back now. Trying to get support from its 10-day moving average. Progenity up 12.85% in this session of the 18th of October. Cooled off from its high of about 2.45. What's that? 2.4478. Relentlessly, the battle is on there. Okay, it has just cooled off now below all of below, just getting support from its 10-day moving average. Okay, yes, you can see the momentum is cooling off significantly now. Yeah, but the RSI is not reflecting that much. Okay, so thank you all very much. We have to take a break. We'll come back and we'll continue to update you on Progenity and indeed in all the other stocks we've been covering. And thank you